been a while and I'm sorry for that, but I have been just living life. I was in Las Vegas, as you saw. I also graduated college, which we talked about. I did actually make a video about my graduation and like some of the things leading up to it, but because we didn't have Wi-Fi in our room in Vegas, I didn't get to post it then like I planned, and then it was already like too late. It was just irrelevant. I wasn't gonna bother. So we kind of just ex-nated that one. I am currently job searching, so if you know anyone hiring for public relations, please let me know. But otherwise, I know that I'll find something. I do have a job. It is my part-time job that I've had for 5 or 6 years. It's awesome, but they're giving me a little more responsibility to help them with their marketing and social media work. So it is in my field, but it's very small, close to home, and I am looking to move on to bigger and better things sometime soon. So with that said, I have been interviewing, and I am going to create a video a little bit later about why Reebok is my dream job. I have always wanted to work for this company. I've gone on 2 informational interviews. I've met a couple people that work there. I've already applied a couple times, but like it is my absolute dream job and I'm not going to give up. They just opened a new opportunity for recent graduates specifically to talk about A, how they would stay fit on a deserted island, and B, why they would like to work for Reebok. So I'm going to do this whole big video on that, and I am so excited about it. Look out for that. It'll probably be the next one that I post. And so today, what I wanted to talk about though is Kayla, I don't even know how to say her last name. Itsines? We'll go with that. The Bikini Body Guide, or BBG. So it was a bigger trend a couple years ago, but it is still going strong. I actually believe that she just released a new guide including weight training, which I think is awesome. I haven't looked at it, therefore I can't talk about it. All I can talk about is the one that I've used and the one that I know. So the original Bikini Body Guide, the one, I didn't buy the meal plan, it was just the workouts, is what I initially used when I got into fitness because I didn't really know what I was doing. I needed something to keep me accountable, I needed something to keep me on a schedule, and I needed, an idea of what to do. So when I began, I bought this guide. It was like, I think $75 at the time. I don't know if that's still true. I don't even know if that's right. I think it is. So I think that's around what I spent at the time. And I think it was 12 weeks, like a 12-week workout program. Believe it was 4 days a week. I really need to fact check on this. I'll like put corrections on the screen right here. But yeah, so basically what it was circuits. So you would have a circuit that would go for a couple minutes and then you take a couple seconds to a minute of rest and then repeat the circuit again. And I think you repeated it 3 or 4 times, depending on how many you could get done in the 7-minute time slot that she like allotted. So you started your timer, you do the circuit until you hit like a certain mark, rest for a certain amount of time, do the circuit again, blah, 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 until you completed the 7-minute period. And that actually did work very well for me at first, I'm not gonna lie to you. I saw some really fast results, but what it was exactly what I wanted at the time. I just got skinny. Like, I didn't obviously build any muscle. It was all body weight exercises, which are great in moderation, but when you're just doing body weight exercises, you're not gonna see a ton of muscle growth, like a ton of progress in that regard. So it was more cardio and plyometrics than anything else. And because of that, like I said, I just got skinny. I will put like a before and after picture right here. So it's not like I wasn't small before, but it definitely started changing my physique, which I really liked at the time, that it's exactly what I wanted. And then I started realizing that I'd kind of developed this unhealthy obsession with it. I was going through it just to post progress pictures and hope that Kayla would feature me on her Instagram and like get her validation and the validation from her millions of followers. Like, that was my goal. And that's not a feasible goal. It's not a productive goal. It's not a good goal. So I kind of realized this and I was like, am I doing this for myself or am I doing it for someone else? Like, I'm really essentially just promoting her business. Like, I'm not doing this for me. And I realized that I'd become obsessed with it. If I missed like one day in the program, I would have to start from week 1, day 1 all over again in my mind because I was a failure. And that's not how fitness should be. So I decided I'm getting really skinny. You know, I feel better about myself. Maybe I'm at a position where I feel confident enough that I can try something new and that I can use this knowledge that I've taken from this program and move on. So that's when I started weight training. And y'all know my story, like, about that, how I got into that, like, how much I love it. But essentially what I'm trying to say is I think that Kayla's Beachbody guide was productive for me. I do. I think that it helped me build the confidence to actually get into bodybuilding and weightlifting, into, like, those communities. But I don't think that the concept of the program, at least without the strength training, I don't know about the new one, was something that is, I guess, sustainable. I don't think that you can just keep doing that for weeks and weeks and see progress and progress and progress and muscle growth. Like, just no, it's not going to happen. So I would say spend your $70 elsewhere. Like, buy some sort of weightlifting program, something that you can take, like, knowledge from and then adapt to your own. Because in my personal opinion, the Kayla workouts are the Kayla workouts. Like, Kayla's Army seems a little obsessive to me. Like, you can't really make it your own. You can't really adapt them as you get more advanced. So my advice is to spend your money elsewhere. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just my opinion. Please don't sue me. But yeah, that is kind of my experience and my thoughts with the Kayla guide.